Welcome to this intuitive read, live channeling rather. Let me turn this down. Okay. What's up? What's up? What's up? We'll see how this goes. Um, Everything here is a legend and for entertainment purposes only. It's not real. One moment. It's not real, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome to this channel. Welcome to Tish Talk. The fair ad use will be in the description box. And I'm the only African folktale binge watcher because that is such my thing, y'all. It's so my thing. Like I can sit up and watch African folktale animations all day. They're like cartoons, but then again, they're not. They look like almost real. They're really, really cool. But anyway, welcome, welcome, welcome to this channel. Listen, every word is important. Sometimes I think that God, Spirit, Source wants to test us. Too much is given, much is required. So if this seems boring to you, maybe this word may not be for you. If the shoe don't fit, don't put it on. But this word might just save someone's life because to whoever it is for, it is very important. So I want to jump right into it. But it may be boring to a lot of people. Um, there might be something that interests the majority of the people because there is a surprise, a few celeb channeling downloads, and yeah, we're gonna get right in, jump right in. Um, so listen, a big factor that will jeopardize relationships, including love life, are negative entities, um, frequencies, vibrations, energy, energy harvesting is what I was getting. Okay. If we are not in a certain frequency, um, sometimes when people are down, when people are unhappy, that is one of the ways to create portal doorways for negative draconian forces of nature to attach and attack individuals. Hello, welcome to the channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey y'all. Yeah. So it's a way for negative entities to latch on. And I think I might remove my face because this is really, really something that I want to focus more on the message and not the messenger. But when people are, um, these negative uh, entities, these negative frequencies, vibrations, it creates an open door for negative entities to just attach themselves to individuals because that's like a doorway, it's like a portal. And negative draconian forces of nature, they begin to attach themselves to individuals and they attack the people around them. They can attack their loved ones. They can attack people in their home, the people that they honestly love, and run those people away or drive them crazy. One, and this is something that is affecting people's love lives. Okay, this is the reason why people can't keep nobody a lot of times. Like I said, if this word is not for you, then you don't have to eat this word. Okay, if it's not for you, this may be something for you to pass along to somebody else. But this is something that has been in existence against humanity for a very, very long time. And one thing about this is that if individuals do not want to, maybe see, certain people for spiritual help, they need to do something because the worst thing to do is nothing. Okay. When negative forces are attaching and attacking throughout individuals, the worst thing to do is nothing. And what I found out is now that we are in 2026 and a lot of people, more and more people, this is like what? The information age. We are learning more. We have expanded our faith. People know more now than they ever have about spirituality, about mysteries, about things that have been hidden. Things are being uncovered now, and we have expanded our faith. And a lot of times, because we may find that there are untruths in maybe what we were taught 10 years ago. But that doesn't give us the right to throw everything away and just not work on, these negative things that might be attaching themselves to us. The worst thing to do is nothing. So what I'm finding out is a lot of people, they sit in nothingness. Meanwhile, they're dealing with these things that are attaching themselves to them in warfare against the people that are around them, the people that they love the most, and it can alter their lives and literally run everyone away. And if you're sitting there and doing nothing about it, you're just as responsible for whatever happens. Your love life not working, watching people walk away, not dealing with chemical imbalances. See, we are already being altered chemically, and a lot of people don't know it. Some people recognize, some people don't know. Some people are ingesting things that are poison to them and they don't even know it. It can be a chemical thing, it can be a physical thing. But if you don't do anything about it, nothing will get done. Y'all remember the saying, work out your own soul salvation. Just because we know we have expanded our faith doesn't mean that we have to throw everything good away and just don't care and just deal in negativity and just drown in negativity or just don't do nothing at all. The worst thing to do is nothing at all. Okay? Some chemicals do not agree with everybody. For example, alcohol. Alcohol, some people may drink alcohol and go to sleep. Other people may drink alcohol and go crazy and kill somebody. What may make one person go to sleep may make another person go into a manic episode. So, therefore, we have to know what works for us. If you can't be happy with yourself, you could be projecting that on the people around you. You could be projecting that on your mate. What makes you unhappy? You might be unhappy, but then again, that's not your mate's fault. So, in essence, what I'm trying to say is do not allow these forces to latch on and attack the people that you love the most or the people that are around you. These entities are attaching themselves to people and draining the ones that they love through them. When you see people that are constantly bickering and arguing, being used as a vessel or a portal, these entities can attach to anyone. They can. And these negative vibrations can pull people down because when they attach and they pull them down, it drains the person, but then it gives the negative entity energy. So meanwhile, everybody could be around this person while they acting out, for example. Everybody getting drained. But guess who's not getting drained? Those negative draconian forces that have attached themselves to this person. Meanwhile, energy harvesting through this portal of this person that do not realize that they are being used as a vessel and driving everybody around the individual crazy, pulling them down, but pulling the draconian forces, their energy harvesting, and they are being filled with the energy. So it's just like a negative cycle, okay? But anyway, you ever heard the phrase "Don't let the devil use you"? In essence, that's really what's going on, okay? It's an energy harvesting, feeding off of negativity. The fight is over your soul. Remember, think on the things that are lovely. Think on the things that are good. Think on the things that are just. If there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things. Okay, listen, I know that's what a Bible verse, but it's very true. These negative forces feed off of negativity. And this could be in any and every area of our lives, on our jobs, corporations. Imagine having a whole group of employees that are constantly in fear that their jobs are in jeopardy. That's the same thing as being used as a vessel, as a portal. It could be a corporation, but when they're constantly making people afraid that they're going to get laid off, that fear in that corporation being sent out against those employees, those negative attachments are draining the life force off of those employees that are walking around in constant fear that they're going to lose their jobs. So it's pulling and harvesting through fear energy. It's energy harvesting. I'm trying to paint this picture, y'all. Y'all remember, I don't know if y'all ever heard of this, if you have a Bible background. The serpent would bruise his heel and man would bruise his head. Same thing, energy harvesting. Okay, so this not only affects our love lives, it can affect us with our loved ones, our relationships, corporations. Energy harvesting against couples, them that you love, or just whoever you're connected to. 9 out of 10, if you're not doing some type of work, any type of work, something is being worked against you. So again, the worst thing to do is to keep thinking that you don't have to do anything at all. But we have to do something. Okay, something is better than nothing. Even Christians know. Well, then again, I'm sorry. But yeah, I don't know if y'all ever heard of this. Let every man work out his own soul salvation. Okay, the fight is over our soul. Okay. Now that I know this knowledge, looking back and growing up, Bible verses and things like that, I really understand a lot more of what I did not understand then. A lot of scripture is really and truly, we thinking it meant one thing. It's not just talking about making it into heaven. It's about energy harvesting. I'm telling you. But yeah, we keep acting dumbfounded, and I'm talking about people that don't do nothing about nothing, or they sweep stuff under the rug, or they just say, "Oh, honey, I'm just gonna give it to God. Just give everything to God. I'm just believing on God." You can keep believing all you want to. If somebody's sending out negativity towards you, the worst thing to do, for example, I'm using this as an example, is to sit and just do nothing. I'm just giving everything to God. You'll be crazy not to do some type of reversal or some type of something. I would do something. But the worst thing to do is you can believe all day long. Faith without works is dead. And that go for whatever you believe in. The same way that negativity can be in voodoo and hoodoo, and it can be from a pulpit as well. We got a lot of Bible witches out there. Okay, they use scripture in a negative way. So whatever you are doing, the worst thing that you can do is nothing. Okay. Just because we done threw away this and that, we done expanded our faith. Don't just not do anything. You know what I'm saying? Do something. But don't let these negative things latch onto you and just destroy your life. Okay. And that's what the moral of the story is. All right. So let's keep going. So that was the first message that I got. A lot of times we want words, we want prophecy, we want cards, we want tarot. But it's just it goes further than that because a lot of people you can prophesy all day long, but if they don't know how to maintain their love life, then what you looking for a word for? What you looking for a card for? Okay, so that's the moral here. Okay, that's what I was getting. So that's the first message. Okay, energy harvesting is in a spiritual context refers to the non-consensual extraction of an individual's life force, emotional labor, or attention by others, often leaving the victim feeling drained, foggy, anxious. It is viewed as an uh, exploitative process where one person's energy feeds off of another's, frequently occurring in unbalanced relationships or toxicity. Them that fall victim to this, they do not understand, they do not know how to redirect their own energies. They don't know how to snap out of this harvesting cycle. Unfortunately, things could get worse. All right. Now, frequencies against you. Remember the movie Fallen, y'all? Y'all ever saw that movie with Denzel Washington? Remember all the negative things that would jump from person to person? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, energy harvesting. Those little entities kept attacking Denzel Washington in the movie Fallen. That's why the same thing keep happening to you. And you could be wondering why. And don't let nobody tell you that you attracting it either. That's wrong. Okay? There is nothing wrong with you necessarily, all right? And it don't mean that you reaping nothing either, not necessarily, okay? It could be a lesson that needs to be learned. It could be the fact that this is something that God wanted you to master in this karmic life cycle so that the lesson can be fulfilled, okay? But in the 1998 movie Fallen, the demonic entity, it was called Azazel. He kept jumping from person to person. This entity kept jumping from person to person, and eventually that was my boyfriend. I think I should start over. Everybody going anyway, so I'm just gonna start over.